Hi, it's Barry Moore back with another Tactical 20 podcast.
Welcome to the Active Marketer Podcast, where we talk about how to design, automate, and scale your business to the next level using sales and marketing automation. You can find out all the tips, tactics, and techniques you need to get more customers and sell more stuff over at theactivemarketer.com. Now, here's your host, Barry Moore.
Hi, I'm your host, Barry Moore, and this is going to be another Tactical 20 podcast. The Tactical 20 podcasts are all about giving you an actionable tip, technique, or tactic that you can take away and implement in your business in less than 20 minutes. Hello, welcome back, fellow automator. This week's Tactical 20 podcast, we're going to talk about personalization tags. Now, personalization tags are special strings of characters you can put into your outbound email, and it will replace that string of character with whatever value is in that particular field on your list. So the example probably everyone's seen if you've been using MailChimp or Aweber or something like that is that first name. You say, hi, first name, and that's a personalization tag. So it goes to that person's record and it pulls back their whatever's in their first name field and pastes it into the outbound email and then sends it out. So you've all received those emails. Hey, Barry, how are you? Got this great offer, yada, 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 right? It's supposed to trick everybody into thinking that someone is actually behind that email personally writing it. Everyone's probably pretty sure that isn't the case. But there are some other things you can do with personalization tags that will make your messaging a little bit better or a little bit custom or a little bit more tailored to what you're trying to do. So how many personalization tags are there for you to use? Well, that varies from platform to platform. If you want to check out all the personalization tags available to you in ActiveCampaign, and there are dozens and dozens, you can head over to the show notes for this episode at theactivemarketer.com/40. Theactivemarketer.com/40. We'll have a link to all the personalization codes you can use. But some examples of personalization codes, as we said, are the name field, first name, last name, the customer's email address, the customer's physical address, if you've gathered that information, their phone number, geo reference, hey, how's things going in Sydney today? If you've gathered that information, pretty much any field any of the standard fields that you've gathered, you can use again in your messaging with personalization tags. But there are some other cool personalization tags you can use as well. When you create an email, you automatically get some sort of templated unsubscribe link at the bottom that says, if you want to unsubscribe to this link, click here, boom, and that unsubscribes you. Now, you'll get one of those by default every time you create a message, but if you want to craft your own unsubscribe little paragraph down the bottom, you can do that as well. And some of the personalization tags you can use to create your own unsubscribe footer is obviously unsubscribe, right? So the unsubscribe link personalization tag will just put in basically a link that they can click on to unsubscribe. What you also might want to do down there at the bottom is put in the update link personalization tag as well, which allows your contact to automatically click on the link and update their information. So if they want to change their name, they want to change the email address that particular message goes to, if you give them that little update link personalization tag, that will give them the ability to change their own information. Also, there's a web copy personalization tag, which will allow you to put a little link so that they can see that as a web page. You've probably all seen that as well. Click here if you want to view this in a browser. That's the web copy personalization link. Forward to a friend link. All the social share links are there. So if you want to put in a Facebook like button or a Facebook share button or a Twitter share button, those are all personalization links that you can put into your email. So head to the show notes, check out all the personalization tags, have a play with them. Maybe open up your editor, create a campaign, put every single personalization link that you can find in there, send a test message to yourself so you can see what all those personalization links, and then figure out a way you can work those into your email marketing. But as always with these Tactical 20s, I want to leave you with an actionable tip that you can walk away with and implement straight away. If you're sending out messaging with that first name personalization tag in it, so your messages are saying, "Hi, Barry," here's a little polish you can put onto that tag to make yourself look a little bit more professional. Now, people are filling in your opt-in forms. Perhaps they're like me and they're in a hurry and they type and hit enter before they really kind of proofread that information. And a lot of times you'll end up with someone who's put their name in with a lowercase first letter. So maybe that goes in with lowercase b, A-R-R-Y for Barry. Maybe they put a lowercase b in there. So every time you're sending out an email to them, it's going out with the lowercase b. It says, "Hi, Barry," with a b in lowercase. Which just kind of tells me that no one's really paying attention there. Yeah, I made the mistake and I should update it. But the robots are just sending out the email. No one's actually caught that it's a lowercase b, and it just really looks a little bit amateurish, and it just kind of looks too much like a robot. I know everyone knows it's probably an autoresponder sending it out, but that's just proof positive that no one's paying attention. The other thing I tend to do sometimes is I type so quickly that I'll hit uppercase B, and I won't get off the shift key quick enough, and it'll be an uppercase A, and then a lowercase RRY. And so when I get those emails in, there's one list in particular that sends me emails pretty much every week. It says, "Hi, Barry," and it's uppercase B, uppercase A, lowercase R, lowercase Y, which doesn't look professional anymore. It just kind of doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy that anyone actually knows you exist, right? So how can you avoid those mistakes as a marketer yourself? Well, that first name personalization tag has a couple of modifiers that you can put on to the end of it. So if you use the pipe symbol, which is that vertical line symbol that you usually find above the enter key on a Mac anyway. If you type personalization tags in ActiveCampaign, use the percentage sign. Others use brackets or whatever. So whatever your system uses, check out what the personalization tags are. So for example, what you want to do is you might want to put percentage sign, first name, pipe, and then a modifier like upper first, and then a closing percentage sign. So it says first name, pipe, upper first. And what that's going to do is it can convert the first letter to uppercase, whether it was entered that way or not. So that would address that instance where I've typed a lowercase b in as part of my first name. When that email comes out to me, it's going to have an uppercase b like it probably should. So you can do uppercase, lowercase, upper words. You can capitalize words, lowercase words, lower first letters. But the one that really works the best is probably the title case modifier. So you can put first name, pipe, title case, and we'll have examples of all this in the show notes. You can put first name, pipe, title case, and then what that will do is every time it hits a word, it will uppercase the first letter of that word, so making it title case. So that catches all those people who have kind of two-word first names, like Deanne or Joanne or something like that, where there's two words. It'll be an uppercase J and an uppercase A when you get to the word and. So that really kind of addresses most of the typos and most of the mistakes people are going to make entering their first name, and allows you to look a little bit more slick and a little bit more professional as you send out those emails. So that's the Tactical 20 for this week. Have a look for your particular system. Have a look at the personalization tags. See what's available for you to use. Do a little bit of homework. Again, head over to theactivemarketer.com/40. The number 40, and we'll have a link to all the list of all the personalization tags you can use, and some examples of how you might want to use them in your marketing. So once again, I do appreciate you tuning in, and come back next week. We've got a great interview with a repeat guest, Chris L. Davis, head of marketing automation over there at Lead Pages. He's going to share his super secret slippery single double tactic. So don't miss out. We'll see you next week. All right, that's our Tactical 20 podcast for this week. If you have any questions or any topics you'd like to see covered on future Tactical 20 podcasts, you can always send me an email at Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, at theactivemarketer.com and let us know what you'd like to see. Also, if you head over to the show notes for for this episode and just leave a comment or leave a comment in any of the episode show notes. Tell us what you'd like to see and we'll make sure we cover it on an upcoming episode. So get out there and design, automate, and scale your business to the next level using sales and marketing automation. See you next week, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Active Marketer Podcast. You can find the show notes and all the latest marketing automation news over at theactivemarketer.com.